Some firearms aren't just tools, they're artifacts. They're the meeting point of engineering, history, and artistry machines that, over time, have transcended their role as weapons to become treasures. You don't just hold a Colt Python or a Winchester 1886 in your hands. You hold decades, sometimes centuries of craftsmanship, innovation, and legacy. And in the world of collecting, that legacy comes with a price tag that can make your jaw drop. Today on MR.Silencer, we're diving deep into the top 5 most valuable collectible firearms in history. Guns so rare and so sought after they've turned ordinary owners into millionaires. These are the crown jewels of the shooting world, judged on 4 factors: current market value, rarity, condition, and historical impact. If you've ever owned one, you might want to check your safe right now. This list isn't just about firepower or accuracy. We're talking about guns that bring together 4 golden factors: unique history, limited production, craftsmanship that stands the test of time, and proven auction value. The prices here aren't in the low thousands. Some of these pieces can fetch hundreds of thousands, even millions, if they come with the right paperwork and remain in original condition. Top 5. Colt Python. When Colt introduced the Python in 1955, they didn't just release another .357 Magnum revolver, they set a new benchmark for what a production wheel gun could be. This wasn't an assembly line product. It was hand-fitted, hand-polished, and built to standards more often reserved for custom shop pieces. The forged steel frame, full underlug barrel, and adjustable sights weren't just features, they were part of a design philosophy focused on balance, accuracy, and smoothness. Shooters nicknamed it the Rolls-Royce of wheel guns, and with good reason. The double-action trigger was famously smooth, and the single-action brake crisp enough to rival competition guns. Police officers, target shooters, and Hollywood armorers all loved it. If you've seen a bad guy in an 80s action flick point a gleaming revolver at the camera, chances are it was a Python. When Colt discontinued production in 2005, demand exploded. A standard 6-inch Python in mint condition will now bring $4,000, $6,000. Rare variants like the bright stainless, the Elite, or snub-nosed 2.5-inch models can hit $10,000 or more. Collectors especially prize early models with royal blue finishes that seem to glow under the light. Every time one of these comes to auction, bidding wars erupt. Why so valuable? Craftsmanship. In an era when mass production cut corners, the Python remained a revolver, built like a luxury watch, precise, elegant, and utterly reliable. If you sold one for a few $100 back in the day, you didn't just let go of a gun, you gave away a piece of mechanical art. Top 4. FN FAL. Belgian pre-ban. Nicknamed the right arm of the free world, the FN FAL was a battle rifle that defined NATO firepower during the Cold War. Adopted by more than 90 countries, it saw service on every continent, in every climate, and proved itself time and again as a reliable, hard-hitting 7.6 Tux 50 Onum powerhouse. The Belgian-made civilian semi-auto versions, imported into the US before the 1989 import ban, are the ones collectors fight over today. Built with the same meticulous standards as the military models, these rifles feature a long-stroke gas piston system, 20-round detachable magazines, and that instantly recognizable silhouette with its long front sight and charging handle. In the 1970s and 80s, you could walk into a gun shop and pick up a brand new FN FAL for under $1. Today, a pristine pre-ban Belgian FAL with matching serial numbers can bring $4,008,000. Rare configurations like Israeli heavy barrel models, Commonwealth pattern Los Neones, or the ultra-rare G-series rifles easily push into the 5-figure range. What makes them special? Scarcity and history. The 1989 ban cut off supply overnight. No more new Belgian FALs came into the country, which instantly made existing ones more desirable. Add in their legendary durability and soft recoil for a 308, and you have a rifle that's not only a joy to shoot, but a rock-solid investment. Top 3. Winchester Model 1886. The Winchester name is synonymous with the American West, and the Model 1886 stands as one of its greatest achievements. Designed by the legendary John Moses Browning, this lever-action rifle was built to handle the heavy-hitting cartridges hunters demanded, rounds like .45-70, Government and .50 110 Express. Earlier, Winchester designs simply couldn't handle that kind of pressure, but the 1886 introduced a revolutionary locking block action that was both strong and smooth to operate. Hunters loved its accuracy and reliability. Cowboys loved its balance. And sportsmen valued its refined appearance, often featuring case-hardened receivers, and finely checkered walnut stocks. Most 1886 rifles were used hard in the field, which means original, well-preserved examples are rare today. A standard rifle in good shape can bring 5 figures, while special order rifles with custom engraving, rare calibers, or unique barrel profiles can command $75,000 or more at auction. For collectors, condition and originality are everything. An 1886 that still wears its factory finish, with matching serial numbered parts and unaltered wood, is a gold mine. It's more than a firearm, it's a piece of frontier history. Top 2. Parker Brothers Shotgun High Grade. If you've ever seen a high-grade Parker Brothers shotgun up close, you know why collectors treat them like fine jewelry. From the late 1800s into the early 1900s, Parker Brothers built side-by-side shotguns. For America's sporting elite guns meant not just to hunt with, but to display. These weren't mass-produced tools. They were hand-fitted works of art, with Damascus or fluid steel barrels, intricate engraving, and perfectly checkered premium walnut stocks. Parker graded their guns from the simpler grade 1 all the way to grade 8. Invincible's museum-worthy pieces, of which only a handful exist. Even entry-level Parkers in excellent condition can bring $10,000 or more. High-grade models, especially in rare gauges like 28 or 410, can skyrocket in value. 128 gauge. Invincible sold for over $4 million at auction, making it one of the most expensive sporting arms ever sold. Why such insane value? Exclusivity. The Parker name still carries enormous weight among shotgun enthusiasts, and high-grade examples represent the pinnacle of American double-gun craftsmanship. Owning one isn't just about shooting, it's about holding a tangible piece of America's sporting heritage. Top 1. Smith Wesson Registered Magnum. In 1935, during the Great Depression, Smith & Wesson introduced something extraordinary, the Registered Magnum. It was the first commercial .357 Magnum revolver, and it was unlike anything else on the market. Buyers could custom order nearly every detail: barrel length, sight style, trigger type, hammer design, grips, and finish. Each gun came with a certificate of registration, hence the name, and was meticulously hand-fitted by S&W's best craftsmen. Only about 5,500 were made, before production shifted to meet wartime needs in WWII, making them one of the rarest major production revolvers in U.S. history. A registered Magnum in fair condition starts at around $5,000. Fully original examples with matching numbers, the original registration certificate, and all factory accessories can bring $15,000 or more. Examples tied to famous lawmen, politicians, or historical events have broken $30,000 in private sales. What makes them the ultimate collectible revolver? Unmatched build quality, extreme rarity, and the fact that no two are exactly alike. Each one tells a story of its owner, of the era, and of the pride S&W took in its flagship model. 5 guns, 5 stories, 5 treasures that define the upper tier of firearms collecting. These aren't just mechanical objects, they're legacy pieces. They're proof that craftsmanship, history, and scarcity can turn steel and wood into investments worth more than gold. So, if you find a Colt Python tucked in your safe, or your grandfather's Parker sitting in the closet, think twice before letting it go. Its true worth isn't just in dollars, it's in the story it tells and the hands it's passed through. Would you keep it or sell it? Drop your answer in the comments and tell us which top you want to see next. This is Mr. Silencer. See you on the range and the next video.